But I want to acknowledge the Executive Dean, Maposa, for the warm welcome to GZU. I'm quite happy to be part of this conversation. I think this is what, as an organization, we have always been yearning for, to have interface and interactions with students, with academic staff and other stakeholders. I'm quite glad to also note that Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission is here and made a very good presentation. The Forestry Commission, we partner with the Forestry Commission on a number of projects to make sure that the Commission delivers on its mandate. Just as we speak, I know there's a team that is going around with the Forestry Commission to look at what we call RED Plus projects that relates to payment, maybe for ecosystem services. I will talk more about that, and I'll also talk about carbon rights, which is an emerging area that might be of interest in terms of research if you are writing a thesis or if you are thinking of a topic, but that depends. You are in level 3 what? 3-2. Have you started your thesis or you haven't? They haven't.
Yeah, they're about to go on.
They're about to. Go on attach. Okay. That's good. So as an organization, I think it's important for me just to briefly introduce the organization and talk about a few more issues that I think are important, and then Hilary will come in to fill the gaps, provide more information and detail on some of the things that we do or that we follow as an organization. We are a public interest environmental law organization. We try to promote environmental justice in the country, as well as transparency, accountability, democracy, good governance in the natural resources sector. So the idea is to make sure that we read, interpret the law, and apply the law, and also ensure that the local communities understand the law that exists in the country, and call for law reforms. So we work at different levels: community level, empowering the people, interpreting the law; at parliament level, we are also involved in some cases helping government when it comes to legal drafting. We have a relationship with the Attorney General's office. We interact quite a lot with the Ministry of Mines, Ministry of Environment. We are involved in the drafting of the climate change bill, the mines and minerals bill as well. We are involved in supporting the drafting of those pieces of legislation. Not yet law, but I'm sure you are following on the developments around the mines and minerals bill, as well as the climate change bill. So I thought it's important for me to just indicate that we advocate for law reforms as well. Then we also do some litigation work. But not every case. We don't take every case. We focus on impact litigation. These are cases that have got maybe high impact when it comes to maybe the impact on local communities, on the environment. For example, in Wange, I remember we took a case against a Chinese mining company that had been granted a license to mine coal in a protected area. So we took that to court. We lost it, but I think the case created a precedent in terms of one, how courts are ready sometimes to interpret certain provisions in the interest of investments. So sometimes we don't go to court just to win, but we go to court to make a statement, a legal statement, and it helps. So we combine our legal work with litigation, advocacy, policy reform. So that combination or that mix of strategies is what helps us develop the law in Zimbabwe or create jurisprudence, if you want. So it's quite important to look at it from that perspective. So as an organization, we believe that we have a role to play in developing the law in Zimbabwe. So our story as an organization, maybe it's important for me to indicate to you that we started off around 1999 in a setting like this at the University of Zimbabwe, Faculty of Law. So there was a professor from the Center for International Environmental Law who visited Zimbabwe at that point and gave a lecture on environmental law. So we attended that lecture, just like this lecture. After the lecture, we shared contacts with that lecturer, Owen Lynch. So he inspired us to pursue a career in public interest environmental law. So out of that lecture, we shared contacts, and then we followed up, and then ZELO was formed. So ZELO is a creature of these public lectures. And over the years, we have developed the internship, environmental law internship program at the organization, so that we also offer the same opportunities to law students, so that we also reach out to different stakeholders to indicate to them that there could be a career in environmental law, in mining law, in advising government, in working for the Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission, and also in working for the Environmental Management Agency, as an example. So you are not lost, you are still part of the legal profession. So sometimes it doesn't mean if you go to court, then you are the only lawyers, right? So it's important. So as we do this work, or why are we doing this? It's basically to create a cadre of lawyers who can work on environmental issues, mining issues, infrastructure, critical minerals now, water issues, and many other aspects. And they can go to court, they can be maybe working for companies, they can be working for any other state institutions, and so forth and so on. So there are different career paths now that you can pursue.